I am honored to serve as president during this 40th anniversary celebration. This year was a challenge, but our resilience stood firm. We kicked off the year with a 40th anniversary logo contest, held a virtual leadership tea, and also presented proclamations to our legacy presidents. We paid a special visit to one of the FHPW founders, Betty Stead, held some amazing power luncheons, and supported the services and products of our vendors. More importantly, we introduced our inaugural Diversity Excellence Award, and I am elated to be recognized as your president in the Houston Business Journal, receiving the Woman Who Means Business Award for the nonprofit sector. Now, let's hear a few words from one of our founders, Betty Stead. Our theme this year, Women Rising Up with Resilience. And you are a testament of, during your time, how you rose through everything and were resilient.
I was, being the sole supporter of myself and my family, I was really interested in equal opportunity for women because I needed a job.
Yes. What was the prompt that actually ignited this organization?
In 1976, there was a lady who worked for President Gerald Ford who was head of women's programs, and this was something new. And I got permission to do a Women in Management Day, and I got funding to have her come down and speak to us at the University of Houston, and also to a huge men's organization here. In those days, you know, they didn't have women, it was men's.
Yes.
Now this huge men's organization was very cordial, very nice to her, couldn't have been nicer. But they said to me, when Washington needs to get the word out on something, they contact us. And I thought, well, I'm a taxpayer. If Washington needs to get the word out on something, I should hear it too, you know. But I knew the women's organizations were not as big as this one. So they couldn't attract speakers of national or international import. Well, time went on, and in 1981, I got the idea for having an umbrella group that would could have all of the women's organizations in town join.
And that's what we do as women. When we see that something is not in place and we want to have a seat at the table, well, guess what? We show up at the table with all of the troops. And so now here we are 40 years later. And if you even were to think about what would your biggest accomplishment be during your time through the Federation, what would you say, or do you have more than one you can think of? Yes.
So if I have any legacy, I hope it's that I made it more possible for women to have a career path with someplace they can move on up and do, you know, get better and better jobs.
You were one of the trailblazers, and we appreciate you for that.
Well, thank you.
For opening up the doors. It's important for me to just recognize, you know, all of the women who, you know, set the tone as we're coming into our 40 years. And we just so appreciate everything that you've done.
Thank you.
To even think about women during that time, you know, to just have a vision, and you had a vision that came through fruition. And I hope that I'm doing some diligence and stepping up and honoring.
This has been a real pleasure, and I really thank you all for remembering me.
So I want to thank you so much for being here and for interviewing with me, and on behalf of all of the women from the Federation of Houston Professional Women, we applaud you and thank you for laying that foundation.
Thank you. I'm truly honored, and I appreciate your coming.
Thank you. The Federation of Houston Professional Women has put forth much effort to uplift women and scholars in the community. Therefore, it is no surprise that the Governor of Texas has acknowledged the impact we have made on the next generation of women. May we all continue to have the spirit of compassion, community service, and commitment for the next 40 years and beyond.